Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. And today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. We go from Las Vegas. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That is on the 49-yard line.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it.
2nd down and 8. Play action, Willis. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, here's Willis. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Willis. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Malik Willis who took it in himself to cap things off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They juked him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They had a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
In motion left goes Allen. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talked about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward, forget it.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Try to run for it with Hampton. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Hampton. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That one goes for 24 yards.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the give, this is Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Chargers 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, able to avoid it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raiders offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Willis. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Raiders first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Willis. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
after the made field goal. Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
That's a really good gain right there. They picked up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now, Mahalo, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
17 yards.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hampton. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. Herbert off of play action. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His 1st catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2nd and goal from the 1. Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Cameron Dicker to
All
kick
level
off
now
for the
at 10
Chargers.
apiece as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raiders offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A carry here for Laube. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Willis from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Second and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? To throw, here's Willis. It's complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Willis looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Willis. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
We call them traffic because they know that took her out of balance because I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. I'm the boss man and that's super little tie.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Here's Willis. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Willis looking to throw it. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Willis to throw. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Raiders first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Completes this one to Thornton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 72 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line
Willis will try and throw for this. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Makes the score. Raiders 24, Chargers 10.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. Jeremy Chin right there to knock that away.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, good move. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, he can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? the nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
A good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Well, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level, and the secondary the 3rd. When you block it up well, you make the secondary do all the tackling. That will wear on a defense.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Raiders. For 30 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score. Raiders.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Finds Johnston. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That swung out wide to Harris. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They will run for it with Hampton. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the handoff, it's Lobby. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now Willis. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Willis to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 22.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping it. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And picked up on it. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score. Raiders
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. The kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raiders offense have their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to it quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Willis looks to pass it here. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
The one thing we know about PO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield, trying to see that open grass, ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Thornton, the motion man right. Willis to throw once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis on the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Raiders first down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going. So they call low risk, low reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now this time, Willis throwing it. Short throw caught by Bowers. Down is a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Touchdown! Dante Thornton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. What a spin. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise for the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Chargers, first down. A gain of 30. First down, Chargers.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Now it's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this
this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Omarion Hampton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here's Willis.
Wide open receiver, complete. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
They hand it off to Mostert.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Willis looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as who make the diving catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And 3 one-score game here late, you can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Herbert now. That one complete to McConkey. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. This deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Herbert back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's a win here for the Raiders, and it was Malik Willis, CD, their quarterback, who really got the job done.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.